Aubrey Drake Graham, also known as Drake, is one of the best artists of all time. He's touched the lives of many with his hit songs and acts of kindness. Drake is one of the most talented artists in the hip hop industry, and he's produced a variety of music, makes songs that people can relate to, and he's just an overall great person. One of the reasons why I think he's an amazing artist is that he has different styles of work. From hype music that gets you excited and pumped, to music that makes you want to cry and think about your ex. According to Ben Beaumont Thomas, he states, Drake's biggest success has been to maneuver two musical identities so that they sit in equilibrium and then blend them into one. He is sold as both an R&B lover man and a hip-hop thug. So, Drake doesn't really focus on one specific type of genre. He has music in hip-hop, R&B, rap, and he's even collaborated with artists in the Spanish community. He's also collaborated with Jamaican artists and even artists in the UK. And that shows why he's so big internationally as well, because he has a huge fan base outside of the US as well. Hua Husu states, it was the harshness of his raps and the unabashed softness of his singing. The way his music flitted between styles and rhythms, expressing a restless desire to become someone or something better. Drake has this gift of combining two beats, two rhythms, and just making a masterpiece, creating a hit that is played on the radio, it's on the TV, it's all over the news, it's hitting the Billboard charts. People are going crazy for it. And he can shift as well. Like I said before, he has music that can make you want to cry, or he has music that makes you want to just go around and dance and have a good time. So yeah, and I think he's very versatile. And next, I want to say that Drake makes music that people can relate to and understand, and that's why people like him so much, because they can connect with his lyrics. They can connect with what he's saying. And he raps about experiences with women, relationships with family members, and about individuals who you need or don't need in your life, who might be just feeding you negative energy. And people can relate to these things because they're also going through it. And his work makes people escape to another world and forget about their problems for a little bit. I know that definitely I can connect with his music, and I know that many friends and family members as well. He truly has a gift in the way he expresses himself in his music and the way that he comes off. Lastly, although Drake is famous, he cares about people and he's very compassionate. Sometimes in this day and age, we see a lot of celebrities in Hollywood or just people with big money, with a lot of money, who don't really give back to their community, and who are very materialistic. And I'm not saying that Drake is a materialistic, because he is, but he doesn't forget about where he came from and where his roots are, and that he needs to give back to those who are less fortunate. In his music video, God's Plan, Drake is seen distributing scholarships, money, cars, and just supporting the unfortunate families in Miami, Florida. He was also seen paying for people's groceries at the grocery store. And just imagine you going to school, it's a normal day, and you see Drake about to perform on your cafeteria table. I would probably faint just because I'm a huge fan of him. And I know that many other people would go crazy for him as well. And he has a huge audience and a huge fan base who love him. Also back in 2018, when a little girl was in the hospital because she needed a heart transplant, Drake went to go visit her, and he even canceled a concert in order to come see her. This was when he was on his Scorpion tour, where he had been the most busiest he had been in a long time, and he stopped all of that, took time out of his busy schedule to come and see this girl who had been a huge fan, and they took a really nice picture, and it was all over the news. But it shows how generous and how caring he is, that he's not, selfish, and that he doesn't show a lot of greed. So that was very nice for him to see, and I think a lot of people got a different perspective of him and who he is as a person. So I just want to close with this and say that Drake is one of the best artists of all time, and I'm so glad to have grown up listening to him. He creates music that is so different, and I know that some people try and bash him because they don't like the type of music that he sometimes produces, but I say just be open-minded, and I think that's what he has in mind as well. He's very open-minded, he's creative, he's thinking outside of the box and trying to reach as many people as he can. And that's why he's so big internationally as well. He's also given back to the community with money, cars, and scholarships. And he even visited that little girl back in the hospital, and it just shows what kind of character he is. And lastly, I just want to end with this. Drake is a good person with a big heart, and he's an amazing artist.